Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more Pokémon Colosseum. In the last episode, we ran and got some Pokeballs, and we snagged our very first Pokemon. And in this episode, we have some jerkwad standing on the outskirts of Phenac City. Sorry to break it to you, but I'm not allowed to let you pass. But you have this idea that you can take me in a battle. Well, we have those three goons that were with Mirror B blocking the exits of town. He says I'm fast superior to the other two. So, these three goons, they will each have one Pokemon on them, and you are only able to catch one. I'm going to go over what those are right now. So guess what, guys? We're picking out Johto starters! We're going to be starting off with the Grass-type Bayleaf. Normally, the Grass-type starter is the slowest of the three starters, and will focus on inflicting a bunch of status conditions on your opponent, like Poison. Not so in this game. Bayleaf is too high level to get those moves through leveling up, and there is no move relearner in this region. Instead, Bayleaf plays a bit more like a powerhouse character, having Sunny Day in its moveset, which will allow you to use the move Solar Beam every single turn instead of having to charge up for it. So if you can teach it Solar Beam, it can be kind of a fun, spam-happy character. Downside, though, is that Bayleaf is weak to Bug, meaning that if you intend on using one or both of your starter Pokemon, you are going to have a shared weakness right off the bat. And if you intend on using both your Espeon and your Umbreon, you're going to end up with half of your team weak to Bug in a game where you're using a third of your team in battle at any given moment. So that can be quite a nerfing factor that you'll want to keep in mind if you're thinking about grabbing a Bayleaf. The second I'm going to go over is the Water-type starter, Croconaw. This is probably the most balanced choice. Water types are fantastic in double battles, especially this one because it has Rain Dance and Surf. Just be forewarned that Rain Dance is in the slot that Shadow Rush occupies, so you won't be able to get it right away. All moves that are in the first slot are not readily obtainable because Shadow Rush takes up that first slot for a while. However, Surf will hit both of your opponent's Pokemon in a double battle, which is always nice. And on top of that, this is prior to the changes that were made that make Surf also hit your ally in battle, so you don't have to worry about that. If you want to pick up Croconaw, it's pretty much got a good spot on any team. Even though those two choices are pretty great, I don't think Bayleaf has too good of a spot on my team, personally, and I also don't think that I should use Croconaw again because I already used Espeon and Crystal, and I already also used a Croconaw and Crystal, and I don't want to have two repeats because I kind of can't help Espeon, but I can't help Croconaw. So, I'm going to be going after our third choice. What choice is that, you might ask? Well, let's battle. Come on, Mystery Troop Rosso, and find out. He is going to be sending out Quilava and Grimer. Quilava is going to be the Pokemon that I'm going to try to snag for my team. The Fire-type starter is actually probably the easiest to use of the three. I say this because it benefits both offensively and defensively from Sunny Day because that boosts fire moves and nerfs water moves. Smokescreen, believe it or not, also is a pretty good move to have in double battles because you can have one Pokemon lower accuracy and the other attack. It's especially good in this particular game because they super stress the fact that you should catch all the Pokemon you can, and Smokescreen will make it a bit less annoying to be sitting in a battle for a long time against some of the harder to catch ones. On top of this, when Quilava is fully evolved, it has identical stats to Charizard, so if you ever used a Charmander back in the days of Red and Blue, you should be able to jump right into using Quilava because he plays almost identically. Also, eagle-eyed viewers will notice that Quilava has Charcoal for its hold item, which boosts the power of fire moves. Croconaw and Bayleaf have their equivalents for their types, which means that if you don't intend on using a Johto starter, you should still pick the one that has the item you want on it, because they will always have these items equipped to them when you snag them. So if you intend on using a grass type later on that is not Bayleaf, and you don't really care about using Quilava or Croconaw, it'd definitely be in your best interest to catch a Bayleaf, because that would be a free Miracle Seed that you can equip to your grass type later on. Kind of a nice little strategy you can do. And I do have to say this, for any of you who grew up playing Pokemon since the very beginning like I did, it feels almost surreal to be catching a starter Pokemon. I mean, like, back in the day at Red, Blue, and Yellow, only Professor Oak got to do that crap. I'm getting to freaking throw a Pokeball at a starter Pokemon. I mean, I feel like I'm freaking Professor Oak over here. I mean, he gets to do that to Pikachu and Yellow. Man, I'm all grown up now, man. This is your generation of Pokemon. This is the Pokemon your daddy couldn't handle. You get to freaking be the Oak in this game. I don't know how I got on that tangent or not, but hey, I'm sure some of you liked it. Anyway, let's chuck a Pokeball at it. Let's see how I do. I don't think it's going to catch because it has kind of a low catch rate, but let's see. Something actually kind of interesting that I forgot to bring up last time is that I'm not going to be talking about evolutions right away because evolution doesn't happen it's because Pokemon with black auras are incapable of leveling up right away. That's the only reason why I'm not going over evolutions, though. But, fun fact about Makuhita is that it's actually harder to catch than its evolution would be. It has a harder catch rate than its evolution does. It's one of very few times that occurs, if only, possibly even the only time. I'm not actually sure about that. But that's mainly all I have to say about that, so come on. Let's catch Quilava. Come on. Come on. I like how I'm saying come on like it's actually shaking when it's not even to the animation yet. 1, 2, 3. Yeah! Okay, got myself a Quilava and a Pokeball. So, this is the next member of our team. Now, you might notice I wasn't prompted to nickname a Pokemon right there. So, I'm going to be unable to nickname my Pokemon for a little while. Don't worry, I still plan on nicknaming them, but I will be unable to do so for a little while. Okay? Anyway, though, what was that strange Pokemon? What did you people do to it? It's a Pokemon that's turned into a fighting machine by artificially closing the door to its heart. No, you didn't. You artificially closed the door to the Pokemon's heart. That's what the status screen said that I went over, Ruby. You should have been listening to the commentary. Knowing that's not going to help you do anything. Alright, so now that he's gone, the others are gone, so we're unable to get Bayleaf and Croconaw for quite a while. So if any Pokemon closes the door to its heart, I can gradually be reopened by battling together with it. Okay. That's actually not the only way you can do that, but we'll get into that a bit later. They're heading for Pyrite Town, she says. It was in Pyrite that she captured me. Now, you might notice that we have a bit of a theme with these towns. We have Phenac City and Pyrite. Phoenicia is the name of a type of ore, and Pyrite is also a type of ore, so that's kind of how this theme is going. However, before we take off for the next town, I'd actually like to go through most of Phenac City, because I haven't had a really good time to do it, because there hasn't really been a break in the story quite yet. Plus, on top of that, I got myself a new Quilava that I want to battle together with, and I do actually want to test drive it a little bit. This is the thing that I almost spoiled at the end of the last video, but I didn't. So how about we take it over to the Pokemon Center and we heal it up? Because we haven't actually had a chance to show this yet. So we head up here and... Excuse me! Oh, you must be travelers. Are you Pokemon trainers too? Maybe I am. I knew it. I was certain you are. Well, if you want to make a record of your progress, you should save on the PC in the back. PC and Pokemon Center. Okay, whatever. She always seems to walk in front of me and... Holy crap, your feet are huge! Yeah, okay, that seems to be kind of a theme at this point. But yeah, that girl always very rudely walks in front of you almost every time you walk into this Pokemon Center. It happens to me all the time. And it's one of those minor annoyances that I always dread. Downstairs is the trade center. This does not open to you during the main story, so no trading in other Pokemon, no being naughty. Right here we have a 3D map of Phenac City. It's not really helpful, but hey. And what that girl actually said was kind of interesting. Well, not really interesting, though, but kind of crappy. And that's that you can only save when you are in Pokemon Centers, or rather at PCs. So you have fixed save points. You also have item storage, and you have Pokemon storage, of course. Works the same way it does in any other Pokemon game. But for the time being, I'm going to save really quick. After the Pokemon Center, we have the biggest wimp in the world who is getting scared and being chased by a cast form. Yeah, I don't know what's up with him. It's oddly because he actually helped us rescue Rui. I don't know when he turned into such a wimp. In this house over here, we have a secretary and a kitchen. Team Snagging didn't frighten me. After all, where do people like that come from? They wouldn't come out here. Thugs of Pirate Town. They're much more threatening to me. So we got a bit of foreshadowing. Pirate Town's apparently a bit of a slum. Nothing's changed on TV. There's still only news about Team Snagging on every channel. Grumble. I'm willing to watch anything. I'm making a movie, a drama. I don't care how boring it is as long as it's not the news. Oh, my thoughts exactly whenever something big happens in the news. Especially when it's something that you just are disgusted at and you just don't want to hear about because of how disgusting it is, yet everyone's reporting it. What do you say? What fine weather it is. Yeah, you're definitely an old man. He does want to battle... What did he say there? You have no gumption. Whatever that means. He really is an old man because I have no idea what he's saying. Hello there. Been to the next town once. I was too scared to go in. Okay. So, I'm not going to try to talk to, like, every little NPC. I kind of just wanted to show that you could battle that old man if you wish. That roller boy back there also can be battled. Neither of them have a Pokemon that you can snag, though. In this house, I think there's something important. Don't quote me on that. Let's see. Okay, never mind. There is nothing worthwhile in that house. But what is worthwhile, however, is you might recall mention of a place called the Pre-Gym. What was that? That boy, like, glitched through the door. That was weird. What do we got? Alright, so we have a place to sharpen our skills, body, and spirit. This is not like a traditional Pokemon gym. It's just kind of a place that you can go to for battles, should you want to. So we got Justy, who is the runner of Pre-Gym. This is who that Justy guy was we heard about last time. So how about we go ahead and take on the challenge of the pre-gym? This is just kind of a nice little area that I recommend going after getting your Johto starter because, like I said, as you battle with the Pokemon more and open the door to its heart, you will get more of its moves opened up, and that's always nice. So, let's go ahead and... Man, I'm jealous. I want a dramatic entrance like that. Do you feel like taking on some Grass-type Pokemon? Then I'm the one you want. Alright, I picked the right starter Pokemon, guys! Anyway, we have Botan. What are you, that girl from Yu Yu Hakusho? Okay, I know Botan's actually a type of candy, but still. I wonder if they were... Nah, never mind. It's probably some kind of innuendo that's Japanese, and I don't get it. Anyway, though. So you might have noticed there that Quilava's heart gauge is actually lowered just from walking around. That is called... Well, actually, that is because your heart gauge will also go down just from walking around with a Pokemon with one of these Pokemon with a black aura. That's kind of nice. You might also notice that when I sent it out into battle, it went down again. There are other ways to do this. I'll be going over them as we see them, but I took out Sunkern in one hit because it's the weakest Pokemon in terms of stats. That's actually true. In terms of stat totals, Sunkern has the lowest total stats of any Pokemon. But, enough about that. Let's attack using Shadow Rush. As I said, even though it kind of sucks to get hit by recoil, it's kind of a nice attack. Nothing resisted. It always has 90 power, which is actually quite strong, and yeah, you can kind of always use it. And what Hoppip's thinking was there, I will never know. I'm actually planning on speeding up a good chunk of these battles, though, so I guess I'll see you guys if there is really anything that I noticed that is kind of worth mentioning. You bet I plan to keep on chugging. That's what I do best. I chug. That sounded really bad. And oh my god, your feet are huge! Okay, I know we've actually seen this NPC before, but still. At that angle, you can really see it. I don't know what it is with this game, and she's a water-type trainer, and her name is Liquid. Yeah, that's kind of disgusting. But I don't know what it is with this game. For some odd reason, I just noticed that, like, everyone has, like, huge feet in Colosseum, and I don't know why it is. Like, I didn't notice it when I was a kid, I just kind of noticed it recently, but yeah, I don't get it either. Anyway, though, as you saw there, I lowered 1 unit of Quilava's gauge, so now I have Smokescreen as a move. That's really nice when you're trying to catch Pokemon and they're being stubborn and taking several turns to get in their Pokeball. So that is actually quite a good move to have for snagging Pokemon, and it's part of the reason why I actually chose Quilava. So as you lower its heart gauge more, you will get more and more of its moves open to you, which is kind of nice. Anyway, though, I think that's really about all I have to say about these battles for the time being. Technically, you don't have to come to the pre-gym, I just like to do it, like I said. So how about we speed up the rest of these battles? Oh, about I speed up the rest of these battles. Actually, on second thought, a new idea that I'm thinking of experimenting with is I see a lot of YouTube videos where people speed up all the Pokemon battles and play music over them, yeah, each individual time that they get into a battle, and I'm thinking that I don't want to do that, but maybe whenever I speed up a montage of battles, whenever we have a bunch of them in a row, I could talk over them, because Colosseum is very battle-heavy. It's probably the most battle-heavy Pokemon game there is, and there might be times when speeding up could be necessary to make the video go at a good pace. But, anyway, I just kind of want to see how you guys like it. I suppose right here, there's something that I wanted to talk about that I was going to avoid talking about in the first few videos because I didn't want to be negative in the first couple episodes. And that's that a while ago, I did say that Colosseum isn't exactly my favorite Pokemon game because of how many double battles there are, because everything is a double battle. And I still kind of stand by that point, but I kind of decided that I wanted to do this Let's Play because I think that the positives of Colosseum kind of outweigh the fact that every battle is a double battle. And I don't see that as such a bad thing, really, because it makes normally useless Pokemon now able to perform kind of well. Which you'll be seeing more of later, but yeah. That's just kind of something that I wanted to address really quick because it kept getting brought up, though. But anyway, back to myself a few days ago. And with that, we have completed every one of these battles, so now we get to fight the gym leader, right? Whoa, that was inspiring. You should be a great battle. It deserves a gift. I want you to have this. We do not fight the gym leader. We get a white herb, a consumable item that will restore stat changes. You don't have a full party of 6 Pokemon yet. When you get 6 of them, I'd like you to come see me again. That's when I'll be your opponent. I'll be looking forward to it. Now, you can get 6 Pokemon right away. You don't want to come back and fight this guy. By the way, his feet are huge. Yeah, this guy is very misleading. He's like, when you get 6 of them, come back. Don't bother. This guy is like level 40 42, 43. He is ridiculously strong compared to how you are right now. You do not want to fight him quite yet. What is kind of a nice little detail I almost left without showing is that you can actually go into this elevator that these trainers came up through, and check it out. You can see the zoo where they keep the gym trainers. Okay, no, they're not really in a zoo. Okay, maybe they are. I don't know. I could picture this. Couldn't you picture this? Like, you know, the gym trainers, kind of the disposable NPCs that are in no way important to the plot. You know, they're kind of kept in a zoo like this. You know, it's complete with like a little pond, and you know, like they're training their Pokemon to get ready for when like the one time they'll be seen in the whole game is. You know, you got a little rocky area over here for the tougher ones. You know, I could just picture these little guys in a zoo exhibit. Okay, I'm a terrible person. But anyway, yeah. If you do have 6 Pokemon and you come back here, your reward is a TM that teaches Return, which is a move that Espeon already has. So that is actually an attack that is normal type and does more damage depending on the friendliness of the Pokemon. Espeon already is completely friendly to you from the start, so that attack's damage is maximized. It has 102 power when maximized. That's kind of nice. But anyway, we have taken care of pretty much everything I wanted to do here in Phenac City. We got the items I wanted to get. We went and challenged the pre-gym. We got ourselves some items. So let's head out to the map screen, and next time on Pokemon Colosseum, we'll be heading to Pyrite, the construction lot. See you guys then. She looks like she's wearing clown shoes.